We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the Army, the Navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Parrish.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Parrish. He finds his man. Complete. It's done. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Parrish. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun. Parrish. That one caught by Ellison. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
This is Carson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Parrish. And he will find his man on the outside.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Carson.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 115 yards.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
Down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Another try after the first down sack. Lance, he's got Burton here.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult. And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Wilson with a first down carry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance going to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Spencer. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Howell. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Throwing now is Lance. Touchdown, Saints! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Carson. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Parrish. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Well, this defense for the Pats, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They faked the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
And Lance now to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give. This is Wilson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
An extra quarter comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. These two teams all tied after 1. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Patriots take over.
New England's offense set to go.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it with Carson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Oh, able to avoid him.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Carson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Parrish. He finds his man. Complete. It's done. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuck twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is brought in at the 21.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To throw on 2nd down, Parrish. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Parrish.
Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Lance looking to throw it.
Over the middle, complete. That's Spencer.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field, Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Lance now on first down.
Buying time to his left.
And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
On first down, Lance.
And a completion to Wilson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 40 now on second down, Lance. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Pat's going to get one final possession in this first half. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw on second down. Parrish firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Parrish. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Kyle Pitts,
as the first half is winding down.
And the Patriots would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 31, Lance. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the Chiefs who were able to come away with the home victory. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. The Buccaneers off to a good start as they've now won 3 of their first 4. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. He finds Douglas complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Douglas. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Lance to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Douglas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the...
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Now Lance. The throw taken in by Cole. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Howell.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Howell. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Second and 6 from the 10. Back to throw. Lance. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Parrish. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New England
trotting into place on offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Parrish. He finds his man, complete. It's done. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Carson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Parrish. He finds his man, complete. It's done. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Parrish. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And this one is right through. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points. And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. From the 29, Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Working from the gun, Lance. That's complete to his running back, Wilson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. And taken right on the 30. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Parrish. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the Saints are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. Lance. He finds his man. Complete. It's Howell. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 2nd down, this is Wilson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
You can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, They've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Another carry for Wilson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lance. He completes it to Wilson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Douglas. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Looking to throw. Lance. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Steps away. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Trey Lance. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down. Parrish. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Not much there, only a yard. To throw on 2nd down. Parrish. He finds his man, complete. That's Hammond. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead. Nowhere to go lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
2nd down at 4.
Back to throw. Parrish. The quick slant caught.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Parrish. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Wilson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Douglas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. On 2nd down, it's Wilson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that